President Donald Trump kicked off what medical experts and his own Surgeon General have said would be the worst week yet of coronavirus deaths by posting Twitter cringe. So here's what he posted. Light at the end of the tunnel, in all caps. Light at the end of the tunnel, guys. Oh, thank God. I was worried. I was so concerned. But, the president tells us light at the end of the tunnels. So, oh, great. Even though this week is actually supposed to be the worst. And look, the problem with that, of course, is right now we don't have enough beds. We don't have enough PPE. We don't have enough ventilators, right? We have hospitals that are, at this point, having to choose who lives and who dies, who gets a ventilator and who doesn't, right? Based on things like age. So we have created, ironically, death panels. Oh, great. Lovely. And you want to say, of course, oh no, everything's going to be fine. Light at the end of the tunnel, right? No. See, there's a very long tunnel that we are in right now. Okay. We're not even halfway through it. Okay. We're a lot of places have not hit peak, infection yet. So look, that's a problem, right? But this moron of morons, this deeply unintelligent person is damn near spiking the football while the stadium's on fire. No, it's trash, total trash. Trash administration, trash response. But here's the thing. Trump cares about two things. We know this. He cares about his reelection and cares about his ego, right? And in order to get elected, he's got to show that he can get the markets back up and running. And so that's the thing. Light at the end of the tunnel. That means you guys can go back to work. Hey, people who are not working, will go back to work, get the economy running so that I can get my numbers back up. I can say that I'm a hero and that I'm amazing and awesome. And then you die. But I don't really care about you. You see, it's all about me. You missed the memo when it says only Donald Trump matters, right? And that is not advisable, obviously. Having people go out and die, totally unadvisable. All right, so now, as for his ego, he wants people to, of course, think that he's done such a great job with this pandemic that it proves everything that he says to himself in the mirror every morning, right? I'm the best. I'm the greatest. Nobody knows pandemic response like Donald Trump. Let me tell you, nobody. It's the wettest from the standpoint of water, right? But look, in reality, more people are dying and are going to die than they should because the administration, they sat in this for a long time. And that's the problem. They ignored warnings of the specific virus coming out. And not only that, they got rid of the pandemic response team. There's an entire book of notes, right? 69 pages of notes on pandemic response, right? On this specifically, that the Obama administration had written out. In 2017, they ignored it. The Trump administration said, oh yeah, that's nice. We're not going to read that. Chuck it. Don't need it. You know what we need to do, actually, is give tax cuts to the rich. So no, we cannot see the light because idiots have made this tunnel a lot longer than it needs to be. Especially the governors that have, as of yet, refused to enact stay-at-home orders, which is why, and I'll leave you with the reality of the situation here, is spelled out by the Surgeon General.
I've talked to many of these governors, and here's what I say to them. Here's what I would say to them right now. The next week is going to be our Pearl Harbor moment. It's going to be our 9/11 moment. It's going to be the hardest moment for many Americans in their entire lives. And we really need to understand that if we want to flatten that curve and get through to the other side, everyone needs to do their part. 90% of Americans are doing their part, even in the states where they haven't had a shelter in place. But if you can't give us 30 days, governors, give us a week. Give us what you can so that we don't overwhelm our healthcare systems over this next week.
Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, You know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.